Yo, 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 what's going on, Karma Nation? It's your boy Tristan, aka SrirachaDFS, back once again with DFS Karma. Welcome to another episode of First Impression, where we do a very early preview of the next NBA slate. The main purpose of this video is to highlight the totals of each game, who's favored, as well as give you guys a little injury rundown and who benefits or who takes a hit from the people on the list. Make sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel so you don't miss out on any of our free media content or our live streams. Also, make sure you're in our free chat room where we discuss all things DFS all day, every day. You know the vibes. Just go to chatdfs.com to get in for free. With that being said, let's go ahead and get started. This main slate has 10 games, a pretty fatty size slate with a lot of injury news to cover, so please bear with me. I'll try to go quick. First game on the slate is Indiana at Milwaukee. This game opened up at a 232 total, with Milwaukee being favored by 8.5. Indy is on a back-to-back, and there are no injuries to note here, but I am surprised to see Milwaukee being favored by 8.5. I think that's a little bit too much. I think this game will be a little closer than what the line says, so definitely my initial thoughts on this game. Philly at Charlotte is the next one. This game opened up at a 221.5 total, with Philly being favored by 7.5. On the Philly side, we got no notable injuries, but on the Charlotte side, we got Terry Rozier as questionable, and PJ Washington is out. I do like Miles Bridges and Gordon Hayward from this news, and if Rozier is out, I definitely like him a lot more. But also, if Rozier is out, I do like Malik Monk, but I don't expect the same output as what he did from last game. He went absolutely nuts last game. But something to note is that LaMelo Ball, if Rozier is out, will be going against Ben Simmons, who's a pretty good perimeter defender. I'm not sure if he can stop LaMelo from accumulating those peripheral stats, but if LaMelo has a bad shooting night again, you probably know why. Ben Simmons, good perimeter defender. LaMelo shot horribly last game. Could be a bounce back or could be a repeat performance. Dallas at Atlanta is the next game. This game opened up at a 224 total, with Dallas being favored by 2. On the Dallas side, we got no notable injuries because all of them are basically back. They're basically full health. And so nothing to note on that side. On the Atlanta side, we got DeAndre Hunter as out, and Bogdan Bogdanovic is also out. Onyeka Okongwu is questionable, and because of the DeAndre Hunter news, I do like Kevin Huerter. He had 39 minutes last game, and Trae Young might get Josh Richardson defense, which opens up opportunity for Kevin Huerter and Cam Reddish. So those are two people I'm looking at. The next game on the slate is Houston at OKC. This game opened up at a 221.5 total, with Houston being favored by 6.5. On the Houston side, we got John Wall as out and David Nwaba as out. Because of this news, I do like Victor Oladipo and Christian Wood to pick up the usage that Wall will be giving up. Someone to also note is Eric Gordon, but I'm mainly looking at Victor Oladipo and Christian Wood in this game so far. On the OKC side, we got George Hill as out, and we got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander as out, which is huge news. I think everyone on the Thunder get a bump, and maybe we get to see Hamidou Diallo finally getting more than his usual 18 to 22 minutes, in which he should smash if he does start. I also like Theo Maledon and basically the starters for OKC, because everyone gets a usage bump. People I'm looking at include Lou Dort and Darius Bazley. If you think this game stays close, I think a game stack is 100% viable. You got two big high usage guys out, and if this game stays close, which it's only a 6.5 favor from Houston, so I do like a game stack in this. Next game on the slate is Clippers at Cleveland. This game opened up at a 217.5 total, with the Clippers being favored by 9.5. The Clippers did play last night against Brooklyn, pretty close game that I think they lost. On the Clippers side, they got Patrick Beverley as questionable. He's been dealing with some stuff. He didn't play last night, so definitely monitor his news for tonight. On the Cleveland side, we got Matthew Dellavedova as out, Larry Nance Jr. is out, and then Andre Drummond is questionable. If Drummond is out, you have to take a look at Jarrett Allen, Taurean Prince, Colin Sexton, and Darius Garland. They will definitely absorb the usage from Drummond, and if Drummond is in, I think all of those Cavs get a bump down, especially Jarrett Allen. But you gotta still remember that Larry Nance Jr. is out. Next game on the slate, New York at Chicago. This game opened up at a 216 total, with Chicago being favored by 3. On the New York side, we got Austin Rivers as probable and Nerlens Noel as probable. On the Chicago side, we got Otto Porter as probable and Wendell Carter as out. Wendell Carter still being out. You still have to look at Thaddeus Young. He's been a machine this past week or so, and not sure if he's going to stop there, really. But, oh, wow, they moved him to center on FanDuel. That's crazy. Anyways, next game on the slate, Washington at Miami. This game opened up at a 229.5 total, with Miami being favored by 8. Washington is on a back-to-back, and Russell Westbrook has had issues on back-to-backs just with rest, so that's something to monitor. Raul Nato is out for the Wizards as well. Someone I like is Ish Smith for value, and if Westbrook does sit, and we do get that news, then you could definitely look at Ish Smith again for value, and of course, everyone else on the Washington side gets a little usage bump. Something to note is that Bertans played 30 minutes and scored 6 points, which resulted in 7 fantasy points because the dude only got like a rebound or something as well. Not gonna lie, I'm definitely gonna play him every single slate from here on out, just because I know one of these games he's just gonna go absolutely bonkers and hit like 7 threes, 8 threes, and he's just gonna totally smash that price. But that's something that I personally will be doing. On the Miami side, we got Gabe Vincent as probable, Goran Dragic as probable, Avery Bradley is probable, and Tyler Hero is probable as well. We also have Myers Leonard out for the season, and Chris Silva will be out for just this game. Actually, not just this game. He might be out for more, but I didn't want to confuse you guys with Chris Silva being out for the season either. On the next game, we have Minnesota at San Antonio. This game opened up at a 223.5 total, with San Antonio being favored by 8. On the Minnesota side, we got Naz Reid as probable, Juan Hernan Gomez as questionable, D'Angelo Russell as questionable, Jarrett Culver is out, and Karl Anthony Towns is out as well. On the Spurs side, we have LaMarcus Aldridge, who is out, and because of this news, I do like Jacob Poeltl and DeMar DeRozan. Something I'm wondering is when Derek White's minutes will be bumped up, because I've seen what he can do before when he receives full minutes, and if LaMarcus is out as well, I do think that he will definitely absorb that usage. But the thing to know is when his minutes will be bumped up. So until we have that news, I think he will be out of play unless he's very cheap. Next game on the slate, Phoenix at New Orleans. This game opened up at a 224 total, with Phoenix being favored by 2.5. On the Phoenix side, we got Cameron Payne as out, and Dario Saric is out as well. Devin Booker is probable, so he definitely will be playing this game. Something to note is that CP has had a couple really, really good games. One with Devin Booker out, and then the one with him in just recently last game. And I'm not sure if Devin's still hurt or if he's not 100%, but maybe CP might be just handling the ball a lot more. He did shoot 20 shots. He had like a huge amount of assists, so that's something to note. On the New Orleans side, we got Steven Adams as questionable. If Steven Adams is out, I do like Josh Hart. Like I said last time they were on the slate, Steven Adams was questionable, and if he was out, I recommended Josh Hart just because the ability to go small. This game, not too sure, because they do have the Phoenix Suns do have DeAndre Ayton as their big, so I'm not sure if Josh Hart will receive the same amount of minutes as last time if Steven Adams is out, but he is a good value play. If Steven Adams is in, then I think you give a bump down to all the Pelicans just because their rebounding numbers will go down. I think one game, Steven Adams had 4 points and 16 rebounds, which is pretty insane, a pretty insane stat. But last game on the slate, Boston at Sacramento. This game opened up at a 229.5 total, with Boston being favored by 2.5. Boston is on a back-to-back, and also they just, I think, barely beat Golden State last night. So something to note is that Kemba Walker does plan to play the back-to-back, but for some reason, for like my gut feeling, this tells me that he won't. Just because I also read that he wasn't planning on it before all this stuff came out, and after the game last night, he did say that he's planning to play the back-to-back, but he doesn't know yet. We'll see. Also on the Boston side, we got Peyton Pritchard is out. So that's definitely news to monitor, because if Peyton Pritchard is out, Marcus Smart is also out, and if Kemba sits, then they're definitely going to be thin on guards. If Kemba is out, I do like Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, and Daniel Theis. On the Sacramento side, we got Nemanja Bjelica as questionable, and that basically wraps it up. This was the February 3rd first impression video for the upcoming slate. If you liked the video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the DFS Karma YouTube channel for more daily immediate content and our live streams. Hopefully this helps you guys begin to think on where to go for this pretty big slate. Also helps you guys just give a little inference on the injury news. There was a lot, and there's a lot to monitor today, so be on the lookout for that. I appreciate you guys all for watching. And as always, it has been your boy, SrirachaDFS, aka Tristan. I'm out. Peace.